Good morning, everybody. Lone Wolf Rick here, and it is 8 a.m. here on this Hump Day Wednesday on the Las Vegas Strip. Currently at 8 a.m. it's 95 degrees here in Las Vegas. We're looking for a high of 111 today. Hope everybody's having a great week. I know this heat wave's taken over a big part of our country here in the last couple of weeks, so I hope everybody's doing okay and you're taking care of yourself and staying out of this as much as possible anyway. But this morning I thought we'd just take a few minutes and walk around here, see what's going on here on this part of the strip, if anything's going on. I don't expect to see too many people out and about walking around today, but you never know. Hey, before I get started, I would just like to thank YouTube channel JL for a $10 super thanks. Thanks, Jay. I appreciate it very much. Any money that I always make, it's like all these super thanks or PayPal donation helps. It's like the thing always go right back into the channel. So, Jay, thank you very, very much. I appreciate it, buddy. I think there's a few people out and about this morning, walking around. See, they got the traffic down to one lane again here on this part of the strip. As they're plugging away towards that Formula One race here in November. Everybody's pushing all the properties, and even some businesses along the way are pushing the premium, quote-unquote, premium seating. See the Jabberwocky guys are getting a little makeover right there. Good morning, Leo. For all of you that follow the, or don't follow maybe, the World Series of Poker, it is officially over here in Las Vegas. A gentleman by the name of Daniel Wyman won the grand prize, won the first place, won it all. Anyway, he took home a little over $12 million for that win, so congratulations to him. I had read where it was his 16th entry into the World Series of Poker, and he finally captured the big one. You know, not only that I think it was $12.1 million, which is prize enough, but he gets that coveted World Series of Poker bracelet that nobody will ever be able to take it away from him. You know, he 16 years of entry, good for him. The total prize money this year is like, I think, was over $93 million. $93.4 million was the total prize money. And they had over 10,000 entries this year. That's very cool, huh? That was an all-time record for number of entries. See the traffic backing up all the way to back there. Also, if you remember about a week or so ago, I talked about how the Rio Hotel is going through a $350 million expansion, or not expansion, but a remodel, freshening up. $350 million should do a lot of freshening to that property, I would think. They have started work already on that first hotel tower. You know, I think it said that basically it was supposed to be in August is where they were looking at it, but I've read now it's like where they've started on a few rooms already, so as they're getting it going. And like I said, it's like, you know, that property used to be one of the elite properties here in Las Vegas. And I really hope they can get it back to where it was. It's like back in the day, so to speak. But anyway, they announced also that, you know, their main headliner there has been Penn & Teller. And it has been for quite a few years, actually. But they have announced that they have extended Penn & Teller's residency there up through the end of 2026. So that's kind of good to hear. You know, it's you know, it's probably, you know, I don't want to sound mean or anything, but that's probably one of the main reasons why people even went to the Rio for the last, you know, couple, 3 years. I mean, everything I've read and everything. So I know the property was never all that busy, you know, with the exception of the shows they had on there, and Penn & Teller was always the headliner. So that's kind of a good for them. You know, I'm sure it's like they could have taken their talents elsewhere, and maybe even a little more money, you know. But they're staying home, so that's a good thing. Also, the last of the animals, the cats, at the Mirage, is like, you know, at that sanctuary that they had was they finally have found a new home for them. You know, they still had you know, at their little habitat thing, the cat habitats, that was Siegfried Roy's thing. They still had like 5 tigers and 2 lions, 2 leopards and a panther that were still, it's like, on the property at the Mirage. Even though that habitat closed, it's like last November. But those big cats, it's like, we're still like living on the property basically. So they finally found homes for them. They finally got them transferred to a couple of habitats, one in Oregon and one in Texas. So one more chapter of the Mirage history has been closed now. So I know they had talked about the Mirage. It's like those cats. There was some kind of holdup. It's like because those cats were still basically owned by the Siegfried Roy estate, or they were still part of the estate or whatever. And there was some kind of legal stuff going on. But they finally got that completed. So, like I said, one more piece of Mirage history is now closed. Its books out. You know, the dolphin habitat and the dolphins that were left, they were transferred out months ago back to SeaWorld. So as their plans to turn it into a Hard Rock keep marching on. Show you what they're doing to the road here. See the work they're doing. It looks like maybe this section right here, because it's like it's metal plating all the way down, so it looks like maybe they've replaced some of the piping along this stretch also. So yeah, it's a good time to do it. It's like when you're doing road work and road construction and the road refurbishing and everything. If you got to do that stuff, it's like you know, the road's going to be closed anyway for this section, so it's a good time to get that done. New piping in. All right, everybody, I think that's going to do it for this video. I appreciate you joining me, Lone Wolf Rick. If you're new to the channel, please leave me a thumbs up. Number one, it's like that helps our videos out, keeps them visible. Number two, it's like hit that subscribe button. And number three, just pop in the comments and say hi. It's like, yeah, I appreciate that also. I try to answer everybody the best I can. Thank you very much, everybody. Take care, stay healthy. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.